There's only 1 month left remaining for expanded SNAP benefits. The SNAP program will return to pre-pandemic levels based on income tax beginning in March 2023. And this is according to multiple news outlets. So you can see here, maybe this picks up on camera, but you can see just what these clouds look like here. Down here by the beach, Destin, Florida. But you can, what I really want you to see are these waves and how gnarly. Actually, I'm gonna walk this way to try to keep as much sand out of my shoes as possible. But just look how gnarly these waves are. And he's gonna jump in. I've never seen it like this here at Destin, in Destin before. But I guess living at the beach, I'll start to see some things that I wouldn't normally see necessarily all the time, only visiting for vacation, spring break, summer vacation. This is crazy. You can't even see down there. I don't know if the GoPro is going to pick it up, but you can only see about, I don't know, maybe 100 yards, and then it's pretty much low visibility. But you got some courageous people out there taking advantage of these waves. I'm not a good swimmer, so you won't catch me out there. But, ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring you guys some important information, some updates about some things that are going on that I think you all need to be aware of. And apparently, folks, there's only 1 month left. There's only 1 month left remaining for expanded SNAP benefits. The SNAP program will return to pre-pandemic levels based on income tax beginning in March 2023. And this is according to multiple news outlets. Local officials are reminding those who rely on SNAP benefits for their groceries that changes to the program are coming soon, and that we will see probably in the short term a reliance on food pantries and nonprofits to fill in that nutrition gap that will occur once that happens. These clouds are unreal. So it says here that Colorado families to lose hundreds in SNAP benefits in March. Folks, please be aware. Please share this information with anybody you think it would help and be beneficial to warn them about what's potentially coming down the pipe. And it says that supply chain issues have created shortages of a few items at grocery stores and higher costs overall, which is not a good thing. It's not a good sign. It's been going on for a while now. But at the same time, we have to realize that with higher prices on top of a reduction in the food stamps EBT SNAP benefits program, this is only going to further exacerbate the issue at hand, being a reduction of these benefits for many families. And it says that Colorado families will lose hundreds of dollars in SNAP benefits starting in March when the federal government ends a pandemic era boost to the monthly food allowance. Recipients of the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program are expected to lose on average $90 per person per month, or around $360 per family of 4. The increased SNAP benefits are known as, or were known as, emergency allotments. And Congress authorized them in March of 2020 when the COVID-19 pandemic took hold in the US. Now they are urged to take measures like stocking up on non-perishable food and freezing produce before the benefit is lowered. So heads up, folks, freeze what you can. And those who do not receive SNAP benefits are encouraged to donate to local food banks, which have already reported growing demand amid inflation.
Got a little dog fight going on here.
There you go. We carry it around.
Yeah, the dog walks this way. You guys know that though. You've been here, right?
No, this is our first night.
Oh, this is the dog you walk right.
All right, folks. Now they're urged to take measures like stocking up on non-perishable food. Remember, stock up on non-perishable food and freezing produce before the benefit is lowered. Sound advice. And this comes as Congress, U.S. Treasury, and this comes as Congress, the U.S. Treasury, the Biden administration, in the middle of a debt ceiling crisis. It's reported that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, AOC, was the lone Democrat in Congress to oppose the $1.7 trillion federal spending bill. Meanwhile, House Republicans are gearing up for a debt ceiling fight with the White House and Senate Democrats. And the Treasury has warned it would take extraordinary measures because of the debt limit. We're going to talk about more about what that means here in just a moment. But folks, this is also in wake of $45 billion in Ukraine aid included in must-pass $1.7 trillion government funding bill.
There's a bunch of surfers out there.
Crazy.
Folks, I apologize if these crashing waves are too loud. This is like a test run, and if they're too loud, I'll make sure not to come back down here without a better microphone setup. I did not expect it to be like this when I came down here to record. I also didn't expect to see so many surfers out there in the water. But folks, it says here, Treasury warned it would take extraordinary measures because of the debt limit. And that Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen formally put Congress on notice last week that the agency will have to start taking extraordinary measures after the U.S. reaches a $31.4 trillion debt limit on Thursday. That's just 1 or 2 days away, depending on when I upload this video. And we're trying to play this game. Little badminton. So basically, folks, if we were to reach the debt limit, debt ceiling crisis point, that could tank the financial markets and suspend Social Security payments to senior citizens, hurt the economy, and cause other chaos. We don't need that. We don't need that, but we need to be aware. We need to be preparing. We need to pay attention to the warning signs. Yellen warned that lawmakers in her letter last week that it is unlikely that the government will exhaust its cash and the extraordinary measures before early June. But she wrote that there is considerable uncertainty around that forecast, and she urges lawmakers to act in a timely manner. Now we're talking about the U.S. government's cash. much like we always talk about our own cash. And obviously there's great concern for protecting our cash, but more importantly, not running out. I'm not going to discuss that in great detail in this video, but in light of the news headlines and breaking urgent updates that I'm reading to you guys, I feel as though it is of great importance that we focus on earning as much money as we possibly can, spending less, and budgeting. Folks, don't forget, eliminate high interest revolving credit card debt and try to save and invest. Be careful with your investments, especially with the volatility in the markets, potentially with what could occur with the debt ceiling crisis coming to fruition and seeing these markets possibly tanked. Social Security and other salaries and retirement plans wiped out in the interim until a solution is made, a resolution. But as she says, Yellen says that this time around, Yellen anticipates selling existing investments and suspending reinvestments of the Civil Service Retirement and Disability Fund and the Postal Service Retiree Health Benefits Fund. Also, she is suspending the reinvestment of a government securities fund of the Federal Employees Retirement System Thrift Savings Plan. Comment down below if these are going to affect you. I want to make sure I'm bringing you guys information and updates that matter to you most. I don't know if you guys can see the sun poking through those clouds. Glorious. Well, it says here that effectively this is money that the government owes to itself. The government has promised it's going to repay it. The only reason that it's in a jam now is because of the debt ceiling. Now, folks, I have my own opinions on this. I'll keep them short and sweet, but basically it's, if the government owes this money to itself, the problem isn't really the debt ceiling. The problem really is the fact that they're not paying down their debts. There's no need to raise the debt ceiling if you're following step 4 of the basic financial wellness and survival strategy that I have shared with you guys on numerous events, numerous videos. There'd be no need, if you're eliminating these debts, to repay them. Therefore, you wouldn't need to raise your credit limit. You wouldn't need to increase your lines of credit and ability to borrow. We've got a mass exodus here at the beach. It's starting to drizzle now. It's starting to drizzle now, and people are packing up and they're getting out of here. You may be able to tell just how low the visibility has gotten. It's almost to the point where you can't even see your hand in front of your face. Well, folks, I think that does it for me here today at the beach. These clouds are looking pretty gnarly. The surf's getting pretty rough. Everybody's packing up. This may be my cue. Again, folks, please pay attention to the warning signs. I'll be back with more updates, more headlines, more breaking news and information for you guys as soon as possible. You guys take care, be safe. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.